Okay, evaluate the integral. So what we want to be able to do is do this by integration by parts. So we have the integral of the natural log of the cube root of x dx. Okay, so let's go ahead and decide what are we going to let u equal and what are we going to let dv equal. Well, we can see here that we're going to let u equal the natural log of the cube root of x, and then dv is going to equal dx. And so therefore, what does du equal? So we need to take the derivative of the natural log of the cube root of x. So to take the derivative, we have the natural log of, again, the cube root of x. So we can rewrite this as the natural log of x to the 1/3. So if we're going to take the derivative with respect to x, it's going to be 1 over x to the 1/3 power times, now we got to take the derivative of what's inside using the chain rule. So times 1/3 times x to the 1/3 minus 1, which is 3/3. So simplifying this a little further, we have 1 over the cube root of x times 1/3 times x to the negative 2/3. And so therefore this becomes 1 over the cube root of x times 1/3 times the cube root of x squared. Okay, now when we multiply these together, we get 1 times 1, which is 1. And then we have 3. And the cube root of x times the cube root of x squared is going to be the cube root of x cubed. And the cube root of x cubed is x, so this is going to be 1 over 3x. Now keep in mind here that when I take the derivative of each one of these, it's times dx. So the derivative is going to be 1 over 3x times dx. So 1 over 3x dx. Okay, and now what is v? So v would be the antiderivative of dx, which is x. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and then use our formula for the integration by parts. So the logarithm of the cube root of x dx is going to equal u times v minus v du. So we know that u is the natural log of the cube root of x, and we're going to multiply it by v, which is x, minus v, which is x, times du, which is 1 over 3x dx. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify this a little further. So we have x now in the front times the natural log of the cube root of x minus x over 3x dx. So we can simplify the x. So we have x times the natural log of the cube root of x minus 1/3 dx. And so then the next step is now take the antiderivative of 1/3. So we have x times the natural log of the cube root of x minus 1/3 x plus c. And that is our solution.